So you're welcome to Still the Platform Studios, and I have the pleasure of having with me one of our speakers today at this year's platform, Mrs. Ibukun Awosika, Chairman of First Bank. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, Toyin. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for a passionate presentation. I mean, we were watching and tears were welling in our eyes.
Thank you.
Because you were asking questions that made us look inward. And the first question I want to ask you, so you asked us questions like, what does Nigeria mean to you? For some people, it's hard to answer that question because there is even no knowledge of what Nigeria should mean. So if you were going to paint a picture, what should Nigeria mean to us as a people and as a nation?
Okay. Well, as a Nigerian, it represents everything that I am. It's my place of identity in the world. So what it is reflects on me as a person. And if I understand that, I will understand that how do I want to be seen by the rest of the world? And when I think of how I want to be seen by the rest of the world, I then understand what I must do to help Nigeria use all that it has for his own self-identity within the world. Because a lot of Nigerians have no self-identity knowledge. They haven't identified themselves with Nigeria. Yes. There's no sense of pride. And you know, we're not perfect, but this is who we are. And do we have many great things about us? Yes. We have a great people. We're very hospitable. We're warm. We're entertaining. We're loving people. You know, we have loads of talents. We're colorful. There's so many great things about us. We don't have perfect systems. We don't have the best of governance. We don't have the best infrastructure, the best this and all of that. But we're work in progress towards a goal that we must articulate. And for me, Nigeria means the country of my identity, the country that expresses the passion and the fire inside of me, the country of love and hospitality. It's a country where, as a child, if I'm hungry and my father and my mother are not around, the neighbor would not think twice to feed me. It's a country where a whole community will pull together to look out for me. It's a country where I don't need to make a phone call to knock at your door. Yeah, maybe some people are becoming other people now and trying to be that. But it's a place where there is joy and celebration. We're colorful, we're fun. You know, we love parties. We love to celebrate. And we have to reach a place where we're comfortable with our identity. And whatever we think is missing in how we want to be identified, then we become committed to then building it up.
But then I'll follow up with asking that many people, the truth is many Nigerians, especially many young Nigerians, have lost hope because of the many things you mentioned, infrastructure, this, that, and we feel like, look, the country has not given me anything, so why should I be so interested? How do we build this hope again?
You know, before you even say country hasn't given me anything, you usually have to look in context. So there's some other countries that seem like that are giving their citizens a lot more, but it's based on other things. Yes. It's also based on generations of development of those countries. You build a nation over generations. And I'm not making excuses for our failings, and we have many. But you know, we don't teach history in our school anymore. So we haven't given our children, they don't have the knowledge of the things to be proud of. They don't know about the great kingdoms and the great warriors that were our forefathers. They don't know about the times of our successes and our challenges. They don't know about how we've overcome situations and things. And when you put Nigeria in context with some other countries, you begin to see how advantaged you are. Because, you know, it depends on what the conversation is at that moment. And even when you are in the most developed countries in the world, go and search for Nigerians there, and you realize how much they miss home.
Yes.
Because the things they miss about home is natural to them. It's in our DNA to want to gather. It's in our DNA to want to celebrate. It's in our DNA to want to accommodate and look out for each other. There are many things that God created us as Nigerians to seek and to yearn for. And whilst we're not at our best right now, we must learn to show our children that the things they think are disadvantages are actually their opportunities.
Yes.
Because if all those opportunities had been taken, there will be no new things for them to discover. There will be no emergence of young people building companies overnight that can scale up to, because every problem is seeking a solution. And if you prefer the solution, most times there's solutions you can sell to other parts of the world as well. So yeah, we're still creating generations of innovators and young people building $1 million businesses and people that don't have jobs yet, but God help us that as we all create and we pull together, we can solve our problems.
And on a final note, from everything you said today at the platform, what is that one thing that you want to be a takeaway that is like the immediate action point to be taking for those watching?
Is that we decide one by one to detribalize and to sign up for one tribe. And that tribe is the tribe of Nigeria. Because until we have that sense of purpose, until we're united in our goal, we will keep going around in vicious cycle and we wonder why we're not achieving. It's not for lack of brilliance. We have too many brilliant Nigerians. It's not for lack of hard work. There are many hardworking Nigerians. It's not for lack of ability to innovate and create. There are many Nigerians that have the capacity to. It's not for lack of entrepreneurial passion. Nigerians are one of the most enterprising people in the world. And it's definitely not for lack of resources, because God has given us an abundance of what we need. And it's not about oil. But when we pull ourselves together and decide that, you know what, this is where we want to go, and this is what we want to do, I think we will amaze ourselves at how far and exceedingly abundantly above that which we set as our goal we will achieve. And it won't be with that much effort.
And on that note, I say thank you, Ma. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for putting fire under us again. And we'll go back and answer those questions, and hopefully from there start a new conversation of building Nigeria. Thank you, Ma.
I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you.
The platform is powered by Covenant Christian Center.